It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And his first pass falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Set up.
He's dropping back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throw on 3rd down. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. 4th down punt coming up. Ethan Evans out to do the honors. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Chargers take possession.
There we go.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by the rookie from Arkansas.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Staying with Walker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he'll get it up to the 44. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. Call it a handful on that run. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Only manages 1 yard on that run, so now they'll need 3 on 3rd and goal. Walker. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing the fourth down.
Brown's kick is up and good. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go.
Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Ready.
He'll throw it. Finds his target, Hall. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So march it forward after they accept the penalty.
Ready.
They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty.
Seven Pirates. Set.
They go play action on first. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 31-yard play. And that will set up first and goal. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Let's go. Go.
Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Ready.
After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5.
Hey, check that. Check that. Let's go now.
Trying again, Hall. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves them a little bit closer. Third and goal coming up.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And they will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Joey Sly on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They'll begin a new drive, first and 10. First down, Smith to throw. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it deep downfield. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers need only one to take the lead. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Play action on 1st down. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Able to hit Hall, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll throw on 1st. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked up Cam Hart. A timely interception for them there, Brock. That drive sure looked like it was headed for at least 3 and maybe more.
And that quarterback wants that throw back so much so. You could feel it right when he let it go.
Yeah.
That was a route they've been working on, and a lot of offensive effort goes by the wayside as the defense finally gets itself off the field.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, hey.
From the gun, Smith. He's on the move. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
This is Walker on 2nd. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Ground game stopped again. That leaves them with a 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. They're going for this. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Space to the left. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Jets at a deficit. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Jets get some late points and the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Jets take a 4-point lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Smith setting the throw. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Jets get the football back at their own 30 after that interception and return. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll stick with the ground game here, and that's good for a gain of 5. Tuli Tuipulotu in for the tackle. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Brings in the kick at the 9. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Running with Walker again. Makes a man miss. Uh-oh, he's off. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. From the 34. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now it's 3rd down. Blitz coming for Smith. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that makes it 4th down. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From midfield now. That's him on the quick hitter. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Set up. Go.
They'll throw it. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. 5-yard gain on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive, because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed, and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
And on 3rd down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dime. Completed to his running back. And they make the tackle at the 38.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push their lead to 4.
I know they love that golf adage, drive for show, putt for dough, but it's awfully nice to drive for show and to have that kind of weapon in your back pocket.
And look at this return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's 2nd and 7. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Smith on 1st down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Chargers will have a first. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
1 quarter to go. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Smith. Oh no, the ball is loose. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And that play backfired. He's brought down way behind the line.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. Got all of it, and this is good. And they cut it down to within a field goal.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He beams one deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive. You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Forced out to his right. Big gain downfield. And all he needed was one more stride. He's out at the 2-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that
and he runs it across. Touchdown! The Jets grow the lead to 7. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jets grow their lead to 8. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. Trouble is, you wait too long, you end up on your back.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to take this one to the 25 before going down. Only a couple that time, and it leaves him well behind the sticks for a 3rd and 15. Another carry for him. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just a couple of yards on the play. It's going to bring up 4th down. Back to the well again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Hall running between the tackles. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
They give on 2nd to Hall, and he's brought down for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
He'll throw it. Hall there to haul it in. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
He's brought down after a nice return there, which brings us to our 2-minute warning. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Chargers at a 2-score deficit. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets take possession just shy of midfield following the interception and the lengthy return.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On the counter, Hall. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Allen trying this straight ahead. And he's only able to drive this down to about the 45. It's a gain of just 2. They needed 5. It's going to be 4th and 3. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. So the win goes to the Jets. And they're headed to the divisional round next week. Great start to their playoffs and getting the win at home, but the test's only getting harder from here on out. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.